We need you to make us an Ecto.
The GHOSTBUSTERS Ecto-1 is one of the most iconic movie cars of all time.
So what's the story with this thing?
Been sitting in a barn about 20 years.
Can we go now?
This has nothing to do with a haunted car.
That is straight up real.
We have a tremendous amount of work to do.
I am one person. It just drives me nuts.
Let's get going. Whoa. This is one of the biggest project builds of all time.
Showtime.
Oh my God, you guys.
My name is Videobob Mosley. I create the coolest movie car replicas you've ever seen. There's no job too big or detail too small for my motley crew of obsessed film freaks. This is Screen Machines.
All right, let's test this thing out.
Got a little downtime at the shop, so me and Fry are working on the plutonium chamber of the time machine, getting it ready for an upcoming DeLorean convention. I fully intend to take first prize, so everything has to be in perfect working order.
Man, you're not a true nerd unless you sweat all of the details.
Hey, Bob, we got some company.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, dude, how are you?
Oh, y'all look great. What's up?
So in walk my good friends from the Texas Ghostbusters. They're one of the most hardcore fan clubs out there, and they're rarely ever seen out of uniform.
So what are you guys doing over here?
Dude, all right, we're so excited. We have finally found our dream project, and we'd like you to help us if you have time for us.
I've always got time for Ghostbusters.
Especially one as cute as Crystal.
What is it?
Found you a 1960 millimeter ambulance.
We need you to make us an Ecto.
Really? We're talking about like a real Cadillac, an
Real
Ecto.
deal, yes, sir.
The Ecto-1.
All right, let's get this straight right away. The Ghostbusters Ecto-1 is one of the most iconic movie cars of all time, but it's also one of the hardest to source. 1960 Cadillac Miller Meteor, that's rare, that's expensive.
So what's the deal with the car? Do I gotta buy it?
Actually, we've already crowdfunded the money, and we've already bought the car.
Well, congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. So where is it? Is it outside?
No, it's actually in Kaufman.
Been sitting in a barn about 20 years.
I see us visiting a barn in the middle of nowhere.
Do you have a trailer?
Yeah, of course I got a trailer.
Are you super booked? It's gotta be done this Saturday.
Wait, no. This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Okay, we're talking about an Ecto-1 here. This is one of the biggest project builds of all time. What do you need for Saturday? What's going on Saturday?
Let me sell you on this.
Go ahead, sell me.
You know the Baker Hotel?
Yeah, Mineral Wells?
Exactly.
It's haunted.
Scary,
Oh.
spooky, Ghostbusters.
I get it now.
They're renovating it soon. We have a one-day window, and that's Saturday. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get in there and bust it.
You gotta understand, we're passionate fans of Ghostbusters, and going to a real haunted hotel like the Baker, that's just something any Ghostbuster wants to do. Abandoned for more than 40 years, it was once a resort destination for everyone from Hollywood elite to notorious murderers.
Why don't you have the entire bottle crop club come out and bust it with us?
Would that be a good incentive?
Yeah, well, that's gonna happen. So we're doing that. All right, what's the money situation with this?
Yeah, right now we got about $18,000 left over.
Could you let these guys down?
All right, look, we gotta get started on this right away. We can't waste a minute.
Awesome, man.
right, well,
Thank
we're
you,
looking
dude.
I guess the DeLorean's gonna have to wait. The movie Ghostbusters has a huge cult following. When it was released in 1984, it unexpectedly exploded at the box office and spawned one of the largest media franchises in Hollywood history. So building the famous Ecto-1 is gonna be awesome.
We have a tremendous amount of work to do, and we don't even know what kind of condition the car's in. When we see it tonight, we'll find out. So I'm gonna need you, Jack, Aubrey to go with me. We need the truck, trailer all loaded up. I need you to meet me back here at 8, and we're gonna go get it.
Rock and roll.
So it's well after dark by the time we get to the address in Kaufman, Texas. The guy we're picking the ambulance up from is named Ricky.
Check this guy out.
Look, Santa has a pitchfork.
All right, who's getting out first?
You get out first.
No, not me.
What a bunch of wusses.
Okay, some people don't like clowns. I don't like farmers.
When it comes to propping out cars, Aubrey is fearless. But get her out in the middle of nowhere in a dark barn filled with spiders, and she turns to jelly.
All right, here we go.
I'm kind of digging this whole creepy vibe. It's very apropos to Ghostbusters.
Ah, you must be Ricky.
Yes, I'm Ricky.
Hey, I'm Videobob. This is my crew. So these guys sent us to pick up this ambulance. I guess this is it?
That's it right there.
So what's the story with this thing?
It belonged to my dad, and he drove it back in the 60s, and it's been sitting here about 20 years or so.
Does it run?
All it runs great, looks great on the inside. I started up every year or so.
Can we see it?
Well, come on in here and take a look at it.
Wow, this thing is huge.
Hey.
Wow.
Man, this body is phenomenal. The paint job looks freaking great. I think we hit the jackpot with this car.
It is so rare to find an old Cadillac ambulance in this condition.
This is a 1960 Miller Meteor. The real Ghostbuster car was a 59. Same exact model, just 1 year off. This is perfect.
This whole thing is in awesome condition. I can't believe this.
Oh, this thing has had tags since 1986.
Now the real test. Does this thing run?
Cross. Ah! Gremlins. Wah, wah, wah. Come on, baby. Floor it. Yeah!
The sweet smell of exhaust and horse manure.
Man, this thing is awesome. Why are you getting rid of this car?
And I just want to get it out of here.
Why?
People's died in it.
People's died in it.
Well, it is, after all, an ambulance. Great. Aubrey isn't paranoid enough.
Okay, can we go now?
Let's get out of here before we end up on Ed Gein's meat hook.
Yeah, go ahead. So we've loaded this trailer hundreds of times, and we've never had a problem. Until now.
Oh my God.
You all right?
Jack, are you all right, dude?
Okay, that was kind of close.
You all right, man? Watch out. What happened?
The car shifted whenever it leveled. The car weighs almost 7,000 pounds. I barely got my ass out of the way.
This has nothing to do with a haunted car. This has everything to do with Jack being an idiot. So we cleaned the car up and we're moving it into the big bay where it's about to get a whole new life. Here's how we're gonna convert this old Cadillac ambulance into a Ghostbusters Ecto-1. First we remove the ambulance markings and then we do the famous red stripe that runs down the side of the car. Then we design custom logo decals for the doors. We fabricate the roof rack from scratch out of 1-inch steel tubing. We wire power to the roof rack and create all of the working props that will go on the rack. Finally, we create all of our own custom ghost-busting gear, which I've assigned to Aubrey.
I need to make 6 proton packs, and then we need costumes on top of that. That's a lot of work you're asking in a few days.
Yeah, I'll get you my measurements.
Yeah, please, I need measurements from everyone.
Teamwork, I love it.
We're gonna do this!
Team high five.
Yeah! Yeah!
That was the worst high five in history.
What's up, man?
So check this out. The other day, whenever we picked up the Cadillac, all this weird, creepy stuff was going on. There was this weird hillbilly guy that came out there with the pitchfork. It had this weird vibe to it, man. It was real strange. And then also, the Cadillac almost crushed Jack. So this is a perfect chance to play some tricks on Bob and scare the out of him. Bob's had this coming for a long time.
In the movie Ghostbusters, the proton packs really just scaled down hadron colliders. Can I just make a comment about the neutrino wands? Everyone knows that neutrinos are neutral, teeny tiny quantum particles. They don't react with mass. Why they called a neutrino wand? Beyond me. They didn't consult me when they wrote that movie. It just drives me nuts. Okay, yeah, anyways, tangent. So I brush on the plastic, then I lay in the fiberglass, then I have to cut it and sand it all down so that we can fit in all of the lights and the switches. It's a total pain in the ass, but in the end, it's gonna look dope.
Check it out. I just cobbled this together on top of a 9-volt battery. I love illusion. We're gonna play a prank on Bob with an electronic switching mechanism. All you gotta do is arm it, dial in the frequency to the receiver, and lights out.
Logan, the things he can come up with in that brain of his.
Logan is a huge nerd.
Man, hearing a loud crash like that at the other end of the shop can never be good.
I didn't touch nothing. I went anywhere near it.
What was that? What is this? I hear this huge crash at the other end of the shop. Either somebody's dead, hey, or somebody's about to be. What is this? What did you guys do?
I was on the other side of the shop.
I'm in the casting room.
Ah!
All right, something's going on here.
Whoa.
What's going on? Did you remember to pay the electric bill, man?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think we've got some poltergeists running around here, Bob.
Let's just call it a night. We'll clean this stuff up tomorrow. I know you're into this stuff. I don't believe in it. It's ridiculous.
I'll come out there with the thermal imaging and find out.
Thermal imaging?
Yeah.
And you look for raccoons with night vision?
Look for ghosts.
Ghosts? There's no ghosts.
I'm
Come
telling you,
on.
honey, you need to keep an open mind.
What is it with this project? Even my wife has gone ghost happy.
There's as much evidence for the existence of ghosts as there is for global warming. I'm serious.
Well, thermal image me up some dinner here. I'm hungry.
I'm coming out there.
Yeah, okay.
Our mission is to build a Ghostbusters Ecto-1 replica out of a Cadillac ambulance.
With a project like this, scrapyards and surplus stores can be your best friends. This is a saw mandrel. This is what the radar dish attaches to on the back of the rack.
Wow, that's a real one.
Talk about vintage. This is a propeller array. This is what they put on like fire engines and stuff in the 40s and 50s.
The goal here is to replicate all of the props from the movie, mount them to the roof rack, and then bolt that to the top of the car.
That's some kind of bottle.
These are actually oxygen bottles, but in the movie, they were labeled as Freon tanks, I guess to cool the equipment.
Attention to detail is key. Get one thing wrong, and any self-respecting geek will tear you a new one.
And here's the first 4XL lights for the top.
Man, you're gonna be able to see these blue babies flashing for miles.
Add to the light.
What we couldn't scavenge, I ordered online for next day delivery.
We're gonna blow these guys away.
They're gonna go ape.
The roof rack and harnesses to hold all of these functional props have to be fabricated from scratch. Who are you gonna call? Fry Daddy.
I've got to get this old lettering off without screwing up the paint underneath. It's a matter of sanding and buffing very carefully. One little mess up costs you a $5,000 paint job. Look at that.
Looks pretty good. Nice and smooth.
Came right off. Get it? You got it? Don't stuff it. I just finished it.
After welding the rack together, I give it a good coat of matte black.
Watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Nice rack.
Once we get all the parts mounted on this roof rack, it's gonna weigh well over 500 pounds.
Hey, Ernie.
Hey.
I brought the camera and my thermal imager.
Really? You're really doing this?
Yeah. I'm kind of excited to put some of my paranormal gear to good use.
What are you gonna do with this stuff?
We're gonna set up the camera, and we're gonna set up the thermal imager and read the car and see where the cold spots are.
Cold spots?
Yes, cold spots.
There's no cold spots. It's 150 degrees in here.
When spirits are present, ambient air is displaced, causing cold spots.
If you find any cold spots, Rachel, let me know. I'd like to hang out there.
Come look. There's a blue spot. Look, that could be a ghost. Right there, that blue spot. Is it any coincidence that it's right over the driver's seat?
It's weird. It doesn't mean it's a ghost.
Come on, that's freaky. You have to admit it.
Maybe it's a dead Smurf.
Bob can make jokes all he wants, but I'm gonna set up my camera and see if it records anything.
Meanwhile, I found a better use for my wife's time. I put her graphic skills to use for a custom logo for the Texas Ghostbusters.
It's a red state ghost. It has guns. That looks awesome. I think they're gonna love it.
Do you know who to call?
It's who you gonna call.
While we're waiting for the last of these roof rack pieces, I'm painting on the Ecto signature red stripe.
The transformation has begun.
All right, guys, rack assembly time.
The last of the roof rack pieces came in this morning, and now, with only 2 days left, we have to assemble this beast and then hoist it up on top of the car.
Nurse, scalpel, sponge.
What is all of this stuff actually supposed to be doing? In the movie, what is this?
This here, Greg, is the sniffer tube. What this does is it pans around and sniffs out the charge from the ectoplasmic residue.
Jack, the guy actually knows his shit.
And then here on the back, the radome that you're working on actually sends out a signal.
Yeah, this picks up the ion field generated by specters.
Please tell me I am not this nerdy.
Now the fun part. This rack is so heavy we have to use a forklift to put it up on top of the car.
Hold on. You're caught up under here. Slide. Slide.
Guys, you're bearing a lot of weight on me here. All right.
Whoa. Both of them on this side are on. Let me get back over here.
Pegs in. Both pegs.
Here's the hammer. Give me that hammer.
How many goons does it take to put this roof rack on?
Boom.
It's on.
It's on. Right on. It's on.
That was fun.
It's like spin the bottle, except we're looking for ghosts.
I've been busting my ass making proton packs and uniforms for all of us. I gotta say that these babies have everything a Ghostbuster could possibly need. Synchronous generator, cyclotron, power cell, crank generator, the works.
This isn't done yet?
No. I'm 3 done, maybe 4. We're gonna be short.
We need to have proton packs for everybody.
I am one person trying to make an entire proton pack. Lights, sound.
That's why you're here. Yeah, keep doing it. I need more proton packs. Chop, chop. Hey, ow.
Too bad it didn't stick.
Hey, honey, come here. Come look at this. Oh my God, look. I picked up my surveillance camera at the shop and I loaded the images onto my laptop.
Let's picture the car.
No, look. Look. What is that?
What?
Look. Come over here. What is that?
Reflection or something? I'm getting sick of you guys trying to mess with me.
I did not do that. That is straight up real.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I don't think. The Texas Ghostbusters are picking this thing up tomorrow, and we still have a ton of stuff to do.
Applying the logo decals is probably one of the most unforgiving parts of this build. You screw it up, and there's no going back. Be careful. I can't peel this off once it's done. Keep pulling it. Slow down. No, slow down. Slow. No! Greg and I are trying to put these door decals on this Ghostbusters Ecto-1, but they're not cooperating. It doesn't help that Greg is peeling the backing off this decal faster than I can keep up.
Fry, he looks like one of those guys that I used to beat up just for fun.
It's lifting. Come on,
But once I got to know him, he's a really likable guy.
All right, hell yeah.
Dude, that looks awesome on there.
We're down to hours now, and all of the lights and props have to be wired up and working.
Boys, who stole my soldering iron? Seriously, I need it.
What? No, I'm using that.
Well, I need it for the proton packs.
I'm hooking up the sound and the lights on the car.
Okay, well, I need sound and lights in my proton packs.
Why can't nerds just get along?
This thing's got like 12 miles of cable inside of it, and hooking everything up is like an exercise in madness. I really hope all the roof lights light up the way they're supposed to.
In case you guys didn't realize, this thing has to be done tonight, or you will be, all right? So come on, rock and roll, let's get going.
All right, ladder's on. I don't think it's gonna hold Videobob.
Proton packs and uniforms, nailed it.
I'm ready to fire this sucker up. I want this thing to glow like the fires of Atlanta. Let's go! Yeah!
Oh man, these Ghostbusters are gonna boo in their shorts when they see this baby.
This build was a total pain in the ass, but it's looking pretty damn good.
Bob, you gotta give us more time in the future. There's no way we can do that quick again.
Well, you guys did a good job. Guys, who keeps with the lights? Wasn't me.
Hell yeah!
Really?
That was priceless.
You're in on this too?
Of course she was.
All right, see, I told you there's no such thing as ghosts.
We'll find out at the hotel tomorrow.
The big day is here, and I'm especially nervous because these are super fans and they don't compromise on anything.
All right, guys, welcome back. Guys, we've got a surprise for you. You're gonna love this.
We gotta see it. I need to see it.
Showtime.
All right, Ghostbusters, you guys wanted an Ecto-1, so you knew who to call. Let's go!
Oh my God, you guys! Oh my God! Ah, look at it! Oh my God! No! Oh my God! This is freaking amazing!
Yep, they like it.
Look at the logo!
Man, there's so many details on this thing that are spot on. The correct code 3XLs, a real propeller array, the federal siren, the grime strobes, the oxygen tanks, sniffer, everything.
This is absolutely freaking awesome, you guys! It's perfect!
Let's start heading out of town and get to the baker.
Oh my God, let's go, you guys.
We've got some ghosts to catch.
Let's go! I ain't afraid of no ghost. This is so rad. Oh my God!
Let's run some red lights.
So this is it, the infamous Baker Hotel. This place is a Ghostbusters dream.
Let's bust this joint.
Yeah! Go, go, go! Hut, 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 hut!
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.